Thank you, Charles, and good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, depending on the time zone that you're in. As Charles said, my name is Angela Bazigos, and I am the CEO of Touchstone Technologies Silicon Valley. We call ourselves your passport to compliance, and I am hoping that today's presentation will be another tool in your arsenal for achieving regulatory compliance in your company. As Charles said, this is a 2-hour presentation. What I propose that we do is around the 1-hour mark, we take a 5-minute bio break so people can stretch their legs a little bit and get a fresh cup of coffee, and then resume within 5 minutes so we don't lose any time from the webinar. Today's contents in the presentation, we're going to start with some cloud definitions and basics of the cloud in case you're like me who doesn't know everything there is to know about clouds at all times and would like to be reminded. And this then taglines with the cloud implementation options. There's several misconceptions in the industry about the implementation options that are available for clouds. So I will go over what is available to make sure everybody's on the same page. Then we'll start talking about compliance. There are some very distinct compliance challenges with clouds because of where they're coming from, and I will go over the compliance challenges as well as the why we're having those challenges, and then we'll go to FDA's expectations for cloud compliance. Now, I will be using the word FDA, or the acronym, if you like, FDA, but I am referring to any regulatory authority that you may be subject to. FDA is simpler to use as a concrete example. The two big things that you really need to pay attention to when you're implementing cloud for your regulatory environment are the cloud provider audits and the service level agreements. So I will go through those in some detail. And then there's going to be some notes and some discussion on cloud compliance and, of course, the Q&A as Charles mentioned. So let's start with some definitions and basics. Why cloud? Why did anybody decide to call this a cloud? Well, and by the way, cloud goes way, way, way back. We'll see in a subsequent slide. It's been around for a while, but it used to be that when they first came up with this, they used a cloud-shaped symbol to just show the complex infrastructure, and they would say, yes, 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 you know, this is this server, this is this server, and oh, by the way, in this cloud here, magic occurs, and then we go back to the details. So that's how the cloud name came about. Also, very importantly, and we will see this in a later slide, the thing about the cloud, the whole concept of the cloud is that some aspects of the system operation are obscured from view by the user. So they're obscured by the cloud. And that, as we will see later, becomes an issue in a regulatory environment, and this issue needs to be addressed. I will give you the formal definition. This is from the National Institute of Standards and Technology. This is the formal definition of cloud, and I will read. Cloud computing, by the way, it's in the NIST Special Publication 800-145, in case you want to follow up on it. Cloud computing is a model for enabling ubiquitous, convenient, on-demand network access to a shared pool of configurable computing resources, e.g. network servers, storage applications, and services that can be rapidly provisioned and released with minimal management effort or service provider interaction. So take that. And by the way, there's these few words, this one paragraph took several years and about 16 iterations before they came up with this. But here you have it. This is the formal definition of the cloud. Now, people think of the cloud as a thing, it's like something. By the way, I inherited this slide from a boy. When I say a boy, he's a 60-year-old man, and he put in a 1967 Corvette. I would have put something like, I don't know, jewelry or clothes. But just to let you know, this is a car here. So people think of the cloud as a thing, as a Corvette, for example. However, the cloud is actually more of a concept. And it's a concept like a fast sports car. My friend is older than I am, and I think he's going through his midlife crisis. So a fast sports car was something that was a concept that he could resonate with. So just to let you know, this is not the cloud is not a thing. I think of it as the great data center in the sky, but